Good day to everyone, uh, all students who are taking the professional educations. This is coverage. This coverage is about your ongoing, forthcoming preliminary examinations. So the teaching professions. So let us go straight to the content that I'm going to touch on today. The qualities of a teacher. There are two distinct characteristics of an effective and efficient teacher. One, personal qualities, and two, professional qualities. Personal qualities, number one, refers to the qualities that stems from the teacher's personality, interest, attitudes, and beliefs, and his behavior and working relationships with his students and peers. Now, as regards to the professional qualities, this refers to the teacher's knowledge of the subject matter, his understanding of the psychological educational principles, and his understanding of the teacher's profession. And let's proceed to the teacher as individual person. The innate qualities of teacher, or the inborn qualities of a teacher. That is number one. And under which is aptitude, letter A. And B, mental ability. As regards to the aptitude, a saying goes, teachers are born. This refers to the inborn characteristics of individuals, such as aptitude or skill, often defined as strong inclinations for some tasks together with corresponding skills. And the mental ability, on the other hand, it is a mental ability that is above average and higher, equips a teacher to carry on his multitask. After 4 years bachelor's degree, she can easily continue to master's degree. Mentally gifted and bright teachers can demonstrate higher order of thinking skills. Teacher as individual, number two, characteristics. Personal qualities. In the chosen career of teaching, and personality could serve as inspirations or otherwise to the students whom she pledges to lead by the hand. A teacher must essentially possess the following persons and qualities. Number one, presentable appearance, good manners, courtesy, and pleasant voice. Number two, intelligence, emotional stability, self-control. Number three, sympathy, kindness, helpfulness, and patience. 4. Integrity, trustworthiness, honesty, and loyalty. Number 5. Sociability, friendliness, and cooperativeness. Number 6. Flexibility, creativity, and resourcefulness. 7. Fairness and impartiality and tolerance. 8. Sense of humor, cheerfulness, and enthusiasm. enthusiasm. And the teacher as professional on other hand, these are his professional qualities. Number one, mastery of the subject matter and understanding of the learners. Number two, understanding of learners. This pertains to the teacher's knowledge about the learners and principles of human growth and development. 3. Liking and loving learners. A teacher who has genuine and sincere love for his learners can imbue them with the love of learning. Number 4. Knowledge of the teaching principles and skills. Teacher must know of the whats and hows of teaching, including the needed skills and teaching methods. Number 5. The general understanding of the different branches of knowledge along with their interrelationships and interdependence to solve life's problems. And the teacher must have knowledge and background studies of arts, languages, philosophy, math, literature, physical science are deemed necessary. Teachers must also be knowledgeable of informations and communications technology, ICT, as the use of computers, Number 6, an appreciation of the teaching professions. Those are all the essential characteristics of a teacher. And we are now ready to go to the 5 philosophies of education. We touch on these philosophies, the pedagogical philosophies. To mention, they are essentialism, progressivism, and perennialism, and existentialism, behaviorism, and the likes. So let us proceed first to the number 1 philosophy listed herein, which is essentialism. Essentialism, it contends that teacher teaches learners to acquire basic knowledge, skills, and values. Teacher teaches not to radically reshape society, but rather transmit the traditional values, moral values, and intellectual knowledge to the students need to become model citizens. It emphasizes also on the academic content for students to learn basic skills or their fundamental R's, which is reading, writing, arithmetic, and right conduct. The essentialist curriculum includes the traditional disciplines such as math, natural science, history, foreign language, and literature. Essentialist teachers emphasize mastery of subject matter. They are expected to be intellectual and moral models of their students. Now let's go to progressivism. Vism, I mean. Progressivists accept the impermanence of life and the inevitability of change. They are the same. For the progressivists, everything else changes. Change is the only thing that does not change. Change is the only thing that does not change. You should understand that. And permanent, it always changes. There's nothing permanent in this world except changes. Progressivist teachers teach to develop learners into becoming enlightened citizens of a democratic society. The progressivists are identified with a need-based and relevant curriculum. The subjects that are given emphasis are progressivist schools, are natural and social science. Progressivist teacher employs experiential methods. They believe that that one learns by doing. Let's go now to the perennialism. These are just theoretical. The perennialist curriculum, it is universal one on the view that all human beings possess the same essential nature. It is heavy on the humanities, on general education. It is not a specialist curriculum, but rather a general one. There is less emphasis on the vocational and technical education. The perennialist classroom are centered around teachers. The teachers do not allow the students' interest or experience to substantially dictate what they teach. And now let's go to existentialism. The main concern of essentialists is to help students understand and appreciate themselves as unique individuals who accept complete responsibility for their thoughts, feelings, and actions. Since existence precedes essence, the existentialist teacher's role is to help students define their own essence by exposing them to various paths they take in life, by creating environment in which they freely choose their own preferred way. Essentialist methods focus on individual. Learning is self-paced, self-directed. Now let us go to the behaviorism. Behaviorism concerned with the modification and shaping of students' behavior, providing for a favorable environment since they believe that they are products of their environment. They are students, they are after students who exhibit desirable behavior in society. Behaviorists ought to arrange environment conditions so that students can make the responses to their stimuli. They ought to provide appropriate incentives to reinforce positive responses and weaken or eliminate negative ones. The teacher as a community leader and social advocate. Community perceptions on the role of teachers in the community. Teachers are perceived to be very important in community, respected in community, and 3, help in the community to some extent. Community perception of beliefs and attitudes about teachers and teaching. The teacher, number 1, they help develop the moral character of of children, and they are the second parents. 3, they are asset to the community. The teacher as a person of good moral character, as laid down in the preamble of the Code of Ethics of Professional Teachers. Teachers are duly licensed professionals who possess dignity, reputations with morals, values, as well as technical, professional competence. Christian authors describe 4 ways of describing good moral character of a teacher: being fully human, being loving person, and being virtuous person, being morally mature person. The teacher is an expert. The teacher is an expert in society, holds a pivotal role in the shaping of future generations, and contributing to the community development. Beyond academic knowledge and beyond the academic knowledge, teachers influence values, ethics, and social awareness, serving as role models and leaders. They also help cultivate critical thinking, creativity, and social responsibility in students, preparing them to navigate complex societal challenges. Teachers bridge gaps in cultural and socio-economic backgrounds, fostering inclusivity and empathy. As experts, they continuously adapt to the evolving needs of their students and society, making them essential figures in nurturing informed, responsible, and engages citizens for a better world. The role of a teacher in the social institutions, in the family, education, government, religion, and economics, and as to how they influence the learners or the children or the students. We know all along that family is the basic units of the society. Education or schools, the government or states, church or religions, and economics. They influence the learners. Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence summarizes the spatial different kind of intelligence in learning. Spatial, naturalist, musical, what else? The logical mathematical, existential, interpersonal, kinesthetic or bodily kinesthetic, linguistic, and intrapersonal and interpersonal. Spatial. Spatial are those skills that involve visualizing the world 3D. Just for example, making good drawings, appreciation of arts, that is spatial. Naturalist, understanding living things and reading nature. Musical, discerning the sounds, the pitch tone, the rhythm, and timbre. While logical or mathematical, while quantifying things, making hypotheses, and proving them logically. Existential, that is tackling the questions of why we live and why we die. Interpersonal, that is sensing people's feeling and motives and motives. Bodily kinesthetic, coordinating your mind with your body, that's like dancing, singing, just for example. Linguistics, finding the right words to express what you mean. And intrapersonal, that is understanding yourself, what you feel and what you want. That is intrapersonal, that is all solely personal, as differentiated to interpersonal. Spatial, we already touched on this. Now we are now ready to touch on the different quotients of human beings. They are the intelligence quotient, emotional quotient, social quotient, the adversity quotient. The intelligence quotient, this is the measure of comprehension, ability to solve math problems, retain information, and recall subject matters. Emotional quotient, or EQ, this means your ability to maintain or be at peace with others, be responsible, be honest, respect boundaries, be humble, genuine, and considerate. 3. Social quotient or SQ. This is a measure of your ability to build a network of friends and maintain it over for a long period of time. The number 4, the adversity quotient or AQ. This measures the measure of your ability to go through a rough pace in life and come out without losing your mind. Like many people commit suicide because they cannot manage their emotions. They cannot control. It will make people to feel self-pity because of this adversity. Many people commit suicide because they don't have the adversity quotients. With the face of adversity, they are weak. They are not resilient or matatag sa pagdating ng kahirapan. That is adversity. You should turn that adversity into prosperity. That is adversity quotient or AQ. Pretty much about that. Let us now go to the teaching profession review about the teaching profession with the slides that I am going to show you to you. Take a look at the slides as I discuss briefly. So there are philosophies of education as I discussed already. The essentialism, perennialism, and behaviorism. Progressivism, essentialism, again, essentialism, perennialism, behaviorism, and progressivism, existentialism. Philosophy, fellow is love, and sophos wisdom. Philosophy means love of wisdom. Philosophy of education. You can see in the slide. Essentialism, training the mind with what are essentials. That's why it is essentialism. Why teach? To instill students with the essentials of academic knowledge, enacting a back to basic approach. Essentialism, what to teach? Basic skills or fundamental arts as reading, writing, arithmetic, and right conduct. How to teach? Emphasis of mastery of subject matter, observance of core requirements, and longer academic years. Now let's now go to perennialism. Teaching ideas that are everlasting. Why teach? To teach students to think rationally and develop minds that can think critically. Perennialism, on other hands, what to teach? Lessons that are lifted from classic and great books, meaning old books. Until now, that's why it is called perennialism. It is lasting from the ancient times. classical learning with the classical books or old learning from the old times to the modern times. How to teach? Classrooms are teacher-centered. Students engage in Socratic dialogues. The teacher poses a questions and the students answer. Now, progressivism. Education comes from the experience. Learning in progress, learning by experience. Why teach the children? To develop learners into becoming enlightened and intelligent citizens. Now let's go to progressivism. What to teach? Curriculum that responds to the student needs and that relates to their personal lives and experience. How to teach? How to teach? How to teach? Teachers employ experiential methods or based also in the experience. They believe that one learns by doing or by experiencing other than the formal studies in schools. That is shared or translated or only by the teachers to text. They are different. Now let's us go to the existentialism. This focuses individuals' freedom to choose their own purpose in life. Why teach? To help students understand and appreciate themselves as unique individuals. What to teach? Students are given a wide variety of options from which to choose from. Humanities are given emphasis. How to teach? Methods focus on the individuals. Learning is self-paced and self-directed. Behaviorism, that is the acquisition of new behavior based on environmental conditions. Why teach? To modify or to change or shape a student's behavior. What to teach? Teacher teach students to respond favorably to various stimuli in the environment. How to teach? To teach. Teachers arrange environmental conditions. They provide reinforcement and punishment. They praise, they extol good behavior and punish the bad behavior. They are always active in both sides, negative and positive. They must respond in both ways to address positive behavior and negative behavior. Now let's go to constructivism. People construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world. Why teach? To develop intrinsically motivated and independent learners, equip them with learning skills. What to teach? Students are taught how to learn. How to teach? Teacher provides students with data, experiences that allow them to hypothesize, predict, manipulate, pose questions, research, and invent. Now, let us go to Reconstructionism. It emphasizes the addressing of social questions and quest to create a better society. Why teach? To attain social reform. What to teach? Curriculum focuses on students taking social actions in solving real problems. How to teach? Social issues are dealt through inquiry, dialogues, multiple perspectives. Community-based learning is utilized. So just take a look at this presentation slides. We have discussed idealism. Also, we discussed this. Definitions. Now, idealism is a philosophical approach that has its central point that ideas are the only true reality. The only thing worth knowing. The focus is on conscious reasoning in mind, and it searches for the truth, beauty, and justice. Pragmatism, on the other hand, it deals with things sensibly and realistically in a way that is based on practical rather than theoretical considerations. Idealism or idealist versus pragmatist. Realism, on the other hand, it holds that reality exists independent of the human mind. Matter in a universe is real and independent of man's ideas. Aristotle was the leading proponent of realism. He started the Lyceum, the first philosopher to develop systematic theory of logic, generic notions. Only through studying the material world it is possible to clarify or develop ideas. Matter is real independent ideas. Naturalism. meaning of naturalism. It emphasizes on the nature emphasize the nature on the nature in every field of education. It is a philosophy which considers nature as everything and denies the existence of a spirit. It does not believe in the existence of God. It gave importance to the matter and the physical world. Let us now go to the teacher as a person in society. What is meant by this? Objectives. Identify several roles of performed by teachers in the society. Discuss the values of teachers as community leaders. Appreciate the role of teachers in the society. And let us go to the teacher as individual person. Teacher as professional. Teacher as a community leader and social advocate. The teacher as a model of good character. The teacher is an expert. Those are the things that describe a role model teacher. Because not all teachers are role model. So, to be ideal, efficient, and dignified teacher, these are the things that describe them. Competent, efficient. So, I hope you got all the topic that we have covered for today. And that's the end of our topic for today. The coverage of your preliminary examination. Sorry because I got stuttered, because I got mild stroke. So bear with me, and thank you for participating, for watching. I mean, if you have questions, you can post it, and I will answer your question if I have the time to review this YouTube video. And again, good luck. I hope you will all pass. And I always say, pray, do the best, and God will take the rest. Thank you, and bye for this. And for the meantime, goodbye to all of you. See you in the next video.